वेदान्तवाक्येषु सदा रमन्तः भिक्षान्नमात्रेण चतुष्टिमन्तः अशोकवन्तः करुणैकवन्तः कौपीनवन्तः खलु भाग्यवन्तः कौपीनवन्तः खलु भाग्यवन्तः. So that person is indeed fortunate. That person is indeed happy. That person is indeed blessed. The one who is having a piece of loincloth. So what does it mean? We'll be seeing again in details. So that means you mean that when I don't have anything, I can be happy? In fact, I become more miserable sometimes. I end up only comparing and comparing. It's not like that the person who does not have anything, but here the person chooses not to have anything. Not to have and choose not to have. There is a difference. When you don't have, that is problem. When you choose not to have, that is a blessing. So when you are able to exercise, please understand, when you are able to exercise your free will, what we call as faculty of choice, we human beings are being endowed with extra faculty that is called faculty of choice. Only we human beings can choose properly. If you look at animal kingdom, plant kingdom, they do have some facility, not that they don't have this facility, they have, but not that much developed. Animal does not plan and attack, unless there are some exception case, okay? Have you ever seen a lion who is full after eating, sleeping completely, and sees a human being next to it? Will that animal bother? Will it attack? Or any animal, other animal, deer or anything passes by, will that lion attack? Because happily sleeping full. Do whatever you want. But that time lion starts hunting when lion is hungry. Lion doesn't plan after 2 years, after a few years what to do. No lion plans, no animal plans this. Only a human being not only plans for next year, next decade, also for next generation. You understand? You earn money for your child. You must be really stupid. Because you didn't get proper money from your parents, so you must leave something good behind for that fellow. I'm sorry. Who are you? And for what? Anyway, coming back. Here, you don't have and you choose not to have. So the more you choose, the more you are a free person. Simple. The more you have ability to exercise your faculty of choice, the more you are a free person. Freedom is not in outside world. Nobody can make you free either. If you are able to exercise your faculty of choice at any given moment, this is the point. Any given moment you are able to exercise your faculty of choice. That time you are free. And when you are not able to exercise this faculty of choice called to choose, that time you are bound, you are suffocated. Does it happen or not? The helplessness comes any time when you fail to exercise your faculty of choice. Why it happens? Let us look at, because I have to say, Bhikshana matrena chatushtimanta. This is the point, a beautiful point, how to exercise our faculty of choice. We all exercise our faculty of choice. Not that you don't do. Especially when you go to shopping mall, you use it very carefully. And especially with reference to offer. All, especially ladies, okay? Gents also equally go crazy, okay? When they enter into the shopping mall, the moment they say offer, appa, you should see. Winter offer, summer offer, autumn offer, every offer. Whether you need or not, what you do? May be useful. That may be useful. Is it not your faculty of choice? You use, okay, that is different factors involved, but it's a faculty of choice. That's why it gives you happiness. That is what is called shopping therapy. Okay, what happens later on, don't ask me to the credit card, but that moment you are happy, okay? Coming back, the faculty of a choice that you are able to use is based on your preferences, based on your conditionings, based on your likes and dislikes, based on your targets. Or you can say, in short, based on your whims and fancies. We all exercise, not that we don't exercise, each one of us do exercise our faculty of choice. But most of the time, it is based on our whims and fancies, our likes and dislikes. So the more I exercise a faculty of choice, keeping with my likes and dislikes, the more I complicate my life. Can you see this? So I think I am exercising. But in reality, I am not exercising like a shopping mall. Many people don't understand this. That's why before going to shopping mall, some people do, some people don't do at all. Some people take a list. What are the things to buy? And how much quantity? Everything they make a list and go. When you come back, have you ever compared that bill and your list? Does it match? I don't think. It never matches. Luckily, if you have less cash, no card, it may match. I'm not telling you jokes. Suppose you have got less cash, you have calculated cash and gone, and no card with you, it may match. But if you have got a card, you are finished. So there you exercised your faculty of choice based on what? Your likes and dislikes, your insecurities. Today offer is there, tomorrow may not be available. They know that. Now what happens? Really, did you exercise a faculty of choice? You were forced to exercise faculty of choice. Can you see the point? We rarely exercise our faculty of choice. Most of the time, we are forced to exercise our faculty of choice. So we are being cornered, let us say, by the situation, by the surrounding, by the people, by different ways and different means. And we are helpless to exercise our faculty of choice. Remember this. So when you are helpless to exercise your faculty of choice, that is called stress, what you go through in your day-to-day life. Very simple format. When you are helpless to exercise your faculty of choice, you are in stress. And if you cannot manage, you are in distress. Sorry. Now, when I use the word you are helpless, why you are helpless? What is the reason behind it? That you need to look at. That time you become helpless when the situation takes over you and you want to control the situation. In spite of controlling, still situation takes over you. Get the point? You want the situation to get unfolded according to you, according to your whims and fancies, according to your likes and dislikes, according to your informations, according to your conclusions. I am giving you varieties of options. And when you see the situation is not getting unfolded according to you, what you want to do? You want to control that situation. And the more you try to control that situation, you put all your means and effort. In spite of that, when situation gets unfolded as it is supposed to get unfolded, then what happens to you? You are helpless. And the moment you are helpless, remember again, because helplessness comes when you try to control or when you fail to control. Then in that situation, when you are not able to exercise your faculty of choice further, then what happens? You are in stress. So now tell me, who creates stress for you? Who is the cause of stress? Anybody outside? Tell me. Tell me a single person, single situation who causes stress for you. It is you who invites, you who welcomes stress in your life. First of all, who are you to control? Who are you to monitor? Who are you to regulate? But I want everything must function according to me. I am having stress with my parents because parents are not behaving according to me. I am having stress with my boyfriend, girlfriend, wife or husband because that fellow or felly doesn't behave according to me. I have stress with my child, of course. You know that. I have stress with my boss, with everybody, because you know that. Because you want everything to happen according to you. Is it possible? Is it healthy? Neither it is healthy nor it is possible. Because if you want everything to happen now, let us say here, if you all want to happen according to you people, now what will happen? There will be only fight. Nothing will happen. It's like we say very beautifully, the vehicle is such a beautiful example between the wheel and bolt. Such a great combination. Okay? Wheel keeps moving. The bolt which tightens is steady. In fact, makes that wheel to move. The wheel say, look, sorry, the bolt will say, look, you are all the time moving. I am tired. Let me move along with you. What will happen? Will you travel in that vehicle where both wheel and bolt both are moving together? Thank God, bolt is steady. Because of its steadiness, you are safe and wheel is moving safely. But what happens to you? You want to control. Why? Because you want to prove or compete. Unless you want to prove or compete, you will not try to control. Impossible. Try, see for yourself. You somehow or somewhere you want to prove that I am someone. I am somebody. Of course, better than you, okay? That is definite. Some way, somewhere, I am better than you. Consciously or subconsciously. Unless this I am that better than you. If this thought is not there in me, I cannot, I need not control anybody or anything. See for yourself. Especially with parents, I can say openly. It's a very good example because we all do not want to control, especially when parents little elder and we become young. What happens? First thing is I am superior because I am more knowledgeable person. This is the advantage. Second advantage, I am young. Generation gap. I know better than my parents. So somewhere that I am better. Unless that I am better than others, Will I be able to control? But when I have a notion, this is called notion, that I am better, but in reality or the situation does not allow me to release, to enjoy that betterness in me, if it becomes bitter, then what happens? The moment I discover that better, E becomes I or becoming I, B-E-T-T here, so B-I-T, that's all. So once it becomes bitter or going towards bitter, what I do? Do I control or not? That's why we say a bitter person, or you can say the one who has been beaten up in life only controls and controls. Unless you are being beaten up in your life, unless you are hurt within, unless you are insecure, you cannot control. And that's why to avoid that is being highlighted when you dwell upon the teaching. Because people dwell upon comfort. This is a beautiful point to understand, which we discussed last time. When I was in Bucharest, this point I was highlighting. That all of you dwell upon what? Are you working for security or comfort? This is a very simple question to all of you. Do you work for comfort or security? Come on. You all work for comfort in the name of security. Not a single person is working for security. It is like insurance. You insure with one company and that insurance company insures that company with another insurance. You want to make your money safe with bank people make their business safe with insurance company. So we all are working for, please understand, you all are working for comfort in the name of security. Then what happens to you? The more you work for comfort, the more you are miserable. Does it happen or not? Comfortably, nowadays we all are comfortably miserable. Earlier days, people were uncomfortably miserable, okay? But we all are nowadays comfortably miserable. That miserable word continues all the time, okay? Look at parents, grandparents. Of course, they were also miserable, no doubt in it. But at least they were uncomfortably miserable, then you can understand their problem. Somebody can sympathize. Or maybe they will empathize also, people will empathize. But in our case, what happens, this present generation? All are comfortably miserable. So when you are comfortably miserable, will anybody able to sympathize? Will anybody able to empathize? That's why they only feel sorry for you. When you are comfortably miserable, people feel sorry for you. It's like you have everything, but you don't have anything. I was telling It's a beautiful word is coming to me. You have a car, but you don't have. You have a house, you don't have. You have people, you don't have. How painful is it? That is called comfortably miserable. You understand what I am trying to say? You have everything, but you cannot use. Because we all are brainwashed to work for comfort. If we don't have to work for comfort, it's a wrong thing to do in life. Tell me, what is comfort? Can you give me definition of comfort? Is there anything called comfort? Comfort is just a mental status, a state of mind. Please understand, whatever or wherever you are acquainted, you are habituated, that gives you comfort. Whatever, wherever you are just habituated, that gives you comfort. I am not telling you jokes, even if the bitter experience. I remember there is a beautiful incident that happened. There was a person who was working in a train, and he was a guard like behind this cargo train. So behind there will be on one compartment, and this fellow travels. That was his job. After that, he retired. Good. After retirement, he did not sleep. He could not sleep. It was very pathetic. They went through all the tests. Nothing they could find out. Everything is perfect, but this fellow is not able to sleep. Lot of medicines, everything happened, nothing. Then finally, did not know what to do. Sometimes the psychologists are helpful, okay? Sometimes. So in this case, it's very helpful. Went to a psychologist. Tried to ask, find out why everything is perfect, why didn't happen? What did you do earlier? No, I was just a guard in the train. They suddenly asked, do you sleep then? Of course I happily sleep. Oh? Okay. Then now, no, after retirement I am not able to sleep at all. This stopped the person. Wow, means this person is habituated with the sound of the train, running train. Now when sleeping, there is no train sound. Person is not able to. He said, okay, don't worry. He recorded the tape, the sound of the running train, and handed over the tape. While sleeping, play this tape. And next day he came back and said, thank you very much, problem is solved. Now the person has got comfort, the best comfort, but that is not comfort for that person. Because the person is habituated with the sound. That gives comfort. You understand what I am trying to say? Look at yourself, your food habit, your dress habit, your talking style, the way you carry yourself, your behavior. Everything is based on your habit. And whatever is your habit, in keeping with your habit, if anything happens, you are comfortable. So comfort is not in the outside world. We all work for comfort. If I have this, if I have that, I will become comfortable. We assume that comfort is in outside world. But in reality, comfort is not in outside world. It is just mental status. It is your habituated thinking, where you are not being questioned, where you are not being challenged. Can you see this point? If your habit, your usual way of thinking, your usual way of living is not challenged, is not being questioned, do you become comfortable or not? So that means that is called comfort, where you will not be questioned at all. Get the point? Now my question is, we all work for comfort. All the time only we are questioned. The principle of work is what? Any work. Only question or not. At this moment, what to be done? You have to question. How to do? Question. How to get it done? Question. Any work presupposes many questions. And we all work for comfort, not to be questioned. Can you see? That's why we have more comforts superficially, outwardly, but we are not comfortable. Can you see this point? We use the word called, nowadays we are comfortably uncomfortable. Earlier it is uncomfortably uncomfortable. But nowadays we all are comfortably uncomfortable. This is the difference. This is the development we have. And we should be proud of it, okay? But here he says, the teaching of Vedanta highlights that you don't have to work for comfort either. Comfort is the byproduct of work. As you work, the result has to bring some comfort to you. You don't have to work for comfort. Work for security. When you work for security, comfort has to come on the way. Whereas if you work for comfort, forget about security, it's far away. Nor you will be comfortable. You will have all comforts, but not comfortable within. So Vedanta helps you. Because of that reason, what happens? Bhikshana matrena chatusthimanta. The person is comfortable. The person is contented. Whatever comes on the way. A yati, a kaupina purusha, a person who is having a loin cloth, moves without anything, lives life with a begging. Means the person does not bother about even basic needs. You understand? We all are worried about our future. what will happen to me tomorrow? So what will happen tomorrow destroys my today. Does it happen or not? Just look at. Every day, do you think of tomorrow or not? Enjoy today. When tomorrow comes, we'll see. Thinking of tomorrow, you are spoiling today all the time. One day, today is okay. But when that today comes, please enjoy. No, tomorrow. There are people doing a brainwash to think tomorrow. I have seen many guys, oh, camp has not started. Oh, camp is going to come to an end. It has not started. Enjoy the camp first. So, what I am trying to highlight here is, this person who is always dwelling upon security, the one who works for security, that person is able to manage life, whatever comes, even if he is not bothered about basic needs, that is called food. Means the person is free from worries, which is being taught Ashokavanta, Karunekavanta, the one who is free from worries. How it is possible? Our worry is being developed. What you call worries or anxiety, that starts developing when there is a collision between me and situation. You understand? A situation comes and I stand here. Both. If they go together, absolutely no problem. But if they don't go together, situation moves in one way, and if you move another way, no problem also. You understand? That is also no problem. But the problem is, comes closer, again becomes far higher. That creates worries in us. So when we are not able to cope up with the situation, when we are not able to manage, you can say, the situation, we are not able to go along with the situation, we are not able to flow with the situation, that time you are worried. And all worry starts with basic needs. Okay, nowadays people don't bother about basic need because all over the world, nobody dies, all over the world, including Ethiopia, Somalia, including African countries. Nobody dies out of hunger. Nobody, except newspaper highlights, okay? Newspaper and NGOs, they highlight. Because if they don't highlight, they cannot survive. And you'll be shocked to know, most of the newspapers, most of the news channels, they have NGOs. Most. Because they go together, okay? So they highlight, people die because of hunger. At present, honestly speaking, number of people that die because of heavy food is much more high than people who die without food. In fact, there is very less, maybe may not be a single case, may not be. How many people are choked because of heavy food? They get choked. All obesity, let us look at obesity. Look at obesity. The percentage of the obesity in the world is much, much high than any other disease. Now, what you can say to them? So the basic need is being highlighted here, which is called food. You don't have to worry. Now government takes care. You have called social security. In your country you have social security. In India we don't have, slowly they are implementing. If you don't work, don't worry, few months you will get money from government. Government will take care. Means the basic need is going to be taken care. Food is being taken care. In our understanding we say, this is called government issue present days. Those days it was not like that. It was differently, but we look at in a very knowledge way, perspective way. This is called strength. Long before a child is born, remember, long before a child is being born, the food for the child is being kept in the breast of mother. What a nature. Before child comes to the earth, already food is kept. We all have gone through. If this is the case, before I was born, food was already there. God could keep. God could manage. Now already I am this big. You think food will not be there? Food has to be there. Yes, but I may not get what I want. That is another question. But the food has to be there. Second is called shelter. We will be seeing all these things later on, one step by step. Here is being highlighted food part. And of course, last line is always basic need, food, shelter and clothing. So the person doesn't bother about anything, just puts a piece of cloth, moves around. And that person is free from worries and anxieties. Most important. Deciding by yourself that not to allow the worries and anxieties in me is a big decision. Let me not allow the worries and anxieties to come and take over me. Means, let me not fight. Let me not make helpless with reference to any given situation. Let me not compete. Let me not make myself superior. Let me not control. All these are consequences. Let me not control any given situation. If I do, there will be some type of fight. So when that fight takes place, there will be worries. I cannot make myself free from worries. So here is being said, when you dwell upon the teaching of Vedanta, automatically you decide, the decision is being created That you don't allow, this is called choosing the faculty of choice, each moment. You don't allow yourself to fight with any situation. You live with the policy, let it go. Let it go. Let it go. For yourself, remember, for yourself, you don't hold on to anything or anybody. This is called truth. For yourself, you don't hold on to anybody or anything. Whereas for others is different thing altogether. So you live your life free from dependence. And when you free yourself from dependence, now what happens? You become a compassionate person. Ashokavantah karuneikavantah. Next word. A man of compassionate. That's why we say compassion to not be practiced. This is called religious talk. You should be compassionate. What? I should be compassionate. It's not should be. It doesn't work. The more you practice compassion, the more you will become cruel. Or because you are cruel earlier, you want to become compassionate. It also happens. That's why you can see in religion, every religion they say you should be compassionate, means earlier they were cruel. Unless they are cruel, their cruelty is there in their gene. You cannot ask, you cannot highlight, you cannot say that, hey, practice compassion. Be compassionate. Compassion is outcome of independence. When there is dependence, when you are dependent upon anybody or anything, you cannot be a compassionate person. How simple. If you are dependent on a thought or on a person, now if anyone challenges that person, will you be able to tolerate? For you, let us say, your child is everything. Your father is everything. Your mother is everything. Your wife or husband is everything. Somebody challenges that. Can you tolerate? You will become cruel. You can go to any extent to protect. Do that or not? It's very simple. Wherever there is dependence, there is cruelty. Because if the dependence is being challenged, you will become cruel. It's natural. And all religion highlights dependence. In fact, religious practices and religion is always based on dependence. They don't make you independent. If they make you independent, there will be no religion either. So, practicing compassion doesn't work. So here we have to be very careful when you dwell upon the teaching. And because of the teaching, now you are looking for security, not for comfort. And after that outcome is, whatever comes, you are able to accept them gracefully. That's what in the last class I was saying, prasada. You accept everything gracefully. Look at yourself. All of you tolerate. Sometimes accept with murmuring. The best example is first grey hair. The day you see the first grey hair, what happens to you? It's a very dangerous thing, okay? First grey hair. I'm old now. No. Then after some time what happens? You feel proud, do you know? You are having grey hair. Like all the doctors, lawyers, judges, there are professions, okay? They love to have grey hair because more grey hair they have, they appear to be more matured. Because I had seen in movies in India, in our childhood, judge means must have a grey hair. I don't know, in other movies you are those days, they are not. Nowadays, okay, things have changed. In fact, nowadays judge must have colored his hair, okay? So coming back here, the first grey hair that you see, you are not able to accept, nor you tolerate there. Please understand, it's not tolerance either, but you accept with murmuring. And later on you get habituated. If you have to accept, then why can't you accept gracefully? You don't have any choice. Now tell me, with reference to anybody, with reference to your parents, do you have any choice other than acceptance? Tell me. Do you have any choice? I don't think anybody has got any choice. You have to accept. If you have to accept, accept gracefully instead of murmuring. With reference to your boyfriend, girlfriend, wife or husband, do you have choice? Yes, you think that you have choice. That's why you can get rid of it. Never do that. It doesn't work. Honestly, tell me, it does not work at all. To me, I have seen personally, it never works. As I meet people, it never works. More you get rid, more you are in trouble. Because basically who you are and whatever you are getting rid of, again you will get worse than that. Whether you like it or not. This is the truth, this is the reality. You will never get better. When you get rid of anybody or anything, this is what I have seen for myself, including getting of drivers. When you take drivers for a ride, you discover, oh, this driver is not okay. You want to get rid of the driver. I have seen, I have gone through in my life. Okay, get rid of. Then you will discover when the next driver comes, becomes worse than this previous fellow. It's a simple example I am trying to share with you. So, getting rid of does not work. So, if you have to accept gracefully. That is called prasada buddhi we highlight in karma yoga. So, when you have to accept it gracefully, you will discover there will be no worries and anxieties. Nor you will fight with yourself, you will be cruel. You will become a man of compassion, embodiment of compassion. And who is that person? That person, whether he has anything or not, even if with a piece of cloth, just to cover, that person is indeed a fortunate person. That person is indeed a blessed person. That person is indeed a happy person. Thank you. Please close your eyes.